Let me ask you, you also experience shoulder pain once in a while, or even more than once in a while? So 2 weeks ago, more or less, I experienced shoulder pain for like on the left side, from coming from the top of my shoulder, from the neck down to the middle part of the left shoulder, let's say. And of course, straight away, I mean, I'm sure you do it as well. You think about, okay, what did I do? Like, where is it coming from? Why do I feel the pain? And I did the same. I mean, I wondered maybe, you know, I always leave the window open when I am driving with my old car. I not have an aircon. She's an oldie. So maybe the cold wind was too much on my neck. So I don't know. All these kind of things. But then, because it was releasing when I did the fascial maneuver, but it popped up again. So I thought, okay, there's something here. Something, my body wants to tell me something. So I didn't really know what it is, and I needed help. Also, this month, it's October, and October 2024, so just for the record. Yeah, it's a lot. Like, I have a deadline with a project that I do with my friend, and it's a lot of work. It's a lot of fun as well, but I'm coming to that point in a second. So I didn't know, or I knew something is up there. There's a bigger connection, let's say. So I have this book from Louise Hay, How You Heal Your Life, it calls. You Can Heal Your Life. Yeah, I just have it here next to me. So. And there she kind of connects the body parts, or also diseases, with emotions. And so I checked up, I looked up shoulder pain, and it says, and then I was like, oh. So it said, you know what, I'm gonna read it to you, because I think I said it also in the video. So I'm gonna show it to you. Here, it says, we represent our ability to carry out experiences in life joyously. We make life a burden by our attitude. So, and as an affirmation, she suggests to say, I choose to allow all my experiences to be joyous and loving. And that was so fitting. It was for me like, yes. So, and here's the thing. I think my nature is, I'm not the bunny that's hopping around and being always happy, right? Like, I'm not this person that comes in the room and like has a bright smile. Doesn't mean that I'm not happy or anything. It's just not in my nature. And I'm not saying that to, you know, my son is Virgo, so you know, this is how I am. No. I'm not seeing as an excuse, but I see people that have this natural, joyous energy around them, like how they look. They're just always with a bright smile, and I also smile a lot. But I think I'm inside of me. I feel more this like calmness and grounding and earth and this kind of energy, and I accept it. And this is to my first video, where it was about sharing, about surrendering, and this is exactly it. I think I accept that I'm not that curly person that's jumping around. No, I'm the one that's more down to earth, and I'm not saying that these people are not down to earth. It's just they have a different nature, and I think we all need the different parts of characters, right? We need the bouncy one. We need the one that may be more melancholic. We need but as long as it's peaceful within, like in yourself. And I think this was for me challenging for a long time, because when I felt a lot of anxiety, and when the peak was 2016, I didn't even know how joy feels anymore, because everything that I turned it around into fear and anxiety. And you know that your body is having the same body reactions to excitement and anxiety. So it's your head that decides then what it's going to be. So your story that you attach to this feeling, to this emotion, or to the body reaction, this is what makes it then into fear or into joy, excitement. So it took me a long time to unravel that and, to work through my anxiety. And now, so I think for me it was then almost, I wanted to be the opposite of that. So I wanted to be the one that's always jumping and always being super, super happy and all that from the outside. And I think now I'm in this like acceptance and surrender that I am not this person, and it's completely okay. And maybe this is also just a perception of how I see myself, and maybe people that know me will tell me, what are you talking about? You're exactly this bouncy person. So yeah, it's always like how you look at it. But either way, I'm not, this is not something bad for me. This is, it's okay. But to have this inner joy, like to not rush through life, so it's a different part even. So there's one part of like what my nature is and accepting that, but then at the same time realizing what is not my nature and where I can change, and also not use all the signs, like my moon is dead, my sun is dead, my rising is dead. No. Yeah, these are helpful to understand maybe where you're coming from, where and who you are, and where you're going to. But I think, at least for me, it's not something that you can use as an excuse for something, how you act or how you react or something like this. This is always a choice that you make, right? So one big thing, and this was a topic all last year, I lost focus a little bit on it for this year, but now I know my shoulder is telling me to focus again on it, to not lose the joy. And by that, I mean, it doesn't matter how much work you have to do or how much work you choose to do, what your situation is. And I know it's maybe very, I don't know in what situation you are. And maybe I'm not finding the right word now, but maybe you think like, this is easy to say for you to, feel the joy. And yes, that's true, because I don't know the situation of each of one of us or one of you. But I think it's always a choice, right? It's always a choice of how you want to look at your situation and your life. So I choose to focus on joy in my life. And even though right now I have tons of things to do, like my to-do list is unbelievable long. So when I had this pain, I realized that I was rushing through it. So I was like, okay, check, done, check, done, check, done. But I was not even aware of doing it, This is something typical of me. Like, okay, cool, I like this, I like to make lists. I think this is indeed very Virgo. I like to make lists and like crossing it and, all these kind of things and being very organized and So, and in Berlin, it was even the surrounding in Berlin, because it's a stressful city. It's maybe not one of the fastest and most stressful cities, but it is. There are a lot of people, a lot of energy, and not always the best energy, I have to say. But that's just on a side note. I was living there for 15 years, so I experienced a lot of changes there as well. So yeah, I realized also the surrounding is making a huge difference. So in Berlin, it supported, like the energy there supported it in a way, and I'm not blaming now Berlin for it. It's just that if your surrounding is super fast, you might as well do things maybe more faster, or it's, let's say, more difficult for you to, or it was for me, it was more difficult for me to stay in my space and to take it more slow. But also, I kind of was used to doing things fast, you know, be efficient, do it in a fast time. Like usually when I do things, I'm doing it efficient. I would say rather good and fast. That's why, yeah, usually when people hire me, this is one of the things that they like about me. I'm not here to brag, this is just one thing that I realized about myself. And this can be really good, but now that I'm living here already in Portugal for almost 4 years, it's so much more slow. I'm also not living in a big city, so I feel that, you know, things take time. If you want something to happen, you cannot push anything here. If you want some mechanic to fix your car, yeah, you maybe need to wait 2 weeks. Sometimes it can be annoying if you need your car. But you learn how to slow down and to really live in the moment more. But yeah, with this to-do list in October, it's like I was just rushing through, and so I got this ping. I got the reminder, enjoy it. And then I thought, okay, how can I make this more enjoyable? I mean, you know, there are some parts, the design part is always fun, trying new things. But then the sewing part, sometimes, it's maybe weird when I say that, but it's sometimes boring. Because, you know, you sew, you know what you're doing, I can do it in my sleep. When I know what to do, I just do it. And then I thought, okay, how it's more fun is obviously with music. I listen to podcasts now, I listen to audiobooks, so it makes it more fun and, you know, I have something to listen to, I can even learn something new. So I tried to make it fun and to enjoy the process of this project, and also thinking ahead already, like that we're going to launch it in the Berlin Fashion Week, which is amazing and exciting. So yeah, finding the joy again. So once I noticed that, and I also being more in the moment, starting my day in a different way, I started again to feel grateful for the things I have, for example. And to just be in this present day. I don't know what's coming next. I don't even know what's going to happen today in the evening, right? So I might as well enjoy what's right here in this moment. And just to let you know, there are things that, you know, I could not worry about. But I choose over and over and over not to. Because if I put too much energy on worrying, then the energy is going to the wrong places, right? Like I want my energy to the places that I want to move forward to. And I don't want to live in the past. I know it's everything that I said is probably easier said than done, but I think it's, as I said already before in one of the other videos, sometimes you need to hear something over and over and over and over again until you understand it, and it's like click, and then you know, and your body knows. So yeah, that's my share for today. So have joy in your life, please. Enjoy your life, and I will do so too. And I keep sharing because I know someone out there is feeling the same or similar things, and with that feels more seen and more heard. And yeah, don't hesitate also to comment. What's your thought of being joyful, or, you know, let's exchange. I'm happy to hear your ideas, how you feel joy, what joy means for you. So thank you so much for watching and listening. And yeah, please subscribe to my channel. That will help me a lot. And I see you next time.